Throughout its history, North America has been inhabited by several different groups of people. The first group that we're going to talk about are the Cherokee. The Cherokee settled in the present-day southeastern part of the United States. The Cherokee will be talked about later in this class when we talk about expansion of the United States. During the expansion era, the Cherokee are going to be forcibly removed off their land with the Indian Removal Act. They are going to be forced to new land in Oklahoma. This march of the Cherokee from their lands in the southeastern part of the United States to this new territory in Oklahoma is known as the Trail of Tears. The Sioux are the next group of Native Americans that we're going to talk about. The Sioux lived in the Great Plains region of the present-day United States. The Sioux were nomadic people, which means they traveled around, following the buffalo herds and hunting, and had a nomadic lifestyle. We will learn later about the Sioux again in this class when we are talking about expansion. The Sioux handed General George Custer a defeat at the Battle of Little Bighorn. The Iroquois are another major Native American group that we will be talking about throughout this course in American history. The Iroquois settled in a land that is now the present-day northeastern part of the United States. The Iroquois created these long houses where several families would live together. The Iroquois are also well known for their representative style of government. We can see parts of this Iroquois representative style of government in the United States government today. The next group that we're going to talk about are the Miami. The Miami inhabited the areas of present-day Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan. Much of the Maumee Valley were once controlled by the Miami. Again, we'll talk about the Miami later this school year when we talk about westward expansion. As the United States pushed west into Ohio, this land was wanted by U.S. settlers. The Miami would be defeated at the Battle of Fallen Timbers by General Anthony Wayne and forced with the Treaty of Greenville to be pushed west. The Inuit are another major group of Native Americans that we'll be talking about this year. The Inuit are unique to the other Native American groups in North America. They were the last group to inhabit North America, and they actually share more cultural and linguistic characteristics with the people of Asia than the other Native American groups in North America. The last group that we're going to talk about are European settlers. The European settlers arrived in North America after Christopher Columbus landed in the New World. After Columbus's landing, several waves of European settlers came. Sometimes European settlers and the Native Americans that were living here got along with each other. They cooperated, whether it was through trade or just social gatherings. Other times there was conflict between the Native Americans and these European settlers, sometimes resulting in war. Finally, another major consequence of the interaction between Native Americans and European settlers was the amount of disease brought from Europe to North America. Early Americans did not have the resistance to many of the illnesses that Europeans over the course of their history had built up a resistance to. This led to lots of Native Americans dying from disease.